Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 16th to the 31st, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Pisces, December 16th to the 31st, 2021, Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. Pisces, there we are. We're coming through right as the moon. And I love this. The Wheel of Fortune, our angels are untangling so much mess, so much that has been just bunched up in our lives. So here, it's just like everything that has gotten tangled. So there's a detoxing, a decluttering, a sense of stepping into ourselves more and more, and like stepping onto our right path. Then we have the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups in our inner self. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. If we have Cancer within our natal chart, this is coming through very powerfully in our emotional self. Then we have the 8 of Wands, and we have the Emperor. So if we have Aries within our natal chart, or we're born on the cusp with Aries, this is coming through very powerfully in the public arena. So let's look at the energy we have to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have the Chariot. So we have to be mindful of getting caught up in things and just wanting to charge forward without fully thinking them through, just emotionally feeling and then going. There's going to be a need to think things through here. So just be mindful of that. We're also going to be really attracted to people who are just a little bit reckless. They're going to be a little bit reckless. They're going to be a little bit intense. They're going to be moving forward, movers and shakers and, candlestick makers type of deal, where it's like they're not all what they seem. So just be mindful of that. And then we have our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is listening. This is the throat chakra. And this can almost be like a superpower if we embrace listening in a world that's obsessed with talking, obsessed with being louder than the other person. The need to listen is so important. It's so important and it's so powerful. So when we listen, we transcend. We move mountains. So this is going to be the need to listen. This is going to be the need to listen to ourselves and our bodies and our soul and spirit and connection, to listen to the world around us, to simply listen. It's going to be so powerful to stand outside in nature and just listen. It's going to be a game changer. So let's talk about things astrologically. On the 17th of December, we have the Sun sextile Pluto. Now, there's nothing happening on the 16th, so we get a day of rest on that day. The 17th of December with the Sun sextile Pluto, semi-sextile Pluto, is a absolute fantastic influence. It makes us magnetic. It makes us charming. We are driven. We are determined. It's almost as if whatever we set our mind to, we get it. We win. We achieve. Also on the 17th of December, we have the Sun semi-sextile Venus. This adds to the good fortune of the day with a high energy vibration of love, with passion moving us forward. We are focused on success, love, and money, and are on our side, and opportunities open up to us. Even if the opportunity is simply us starting to have confidence within ourselves, starting to see a way out of, darkness or doubt or fear that we've been carrying with us. On the 18th of December, we have the full moon in Gemini, which is an extraordinary moon, and there will be a separate video done on that. On the 19th of December, we have Mercury squared Chiron. This configuration makes us anxious and a bit worried about being misunderstood. So it's not the best configuration. It brings a lot of doubt and fear around our words, around people not understanding us, or our point not getting across. It can make us anxious to speak on this day because we're going to feel like, I'm just going to mess it up. I'm just going to get it wrong. We can get into an argument with somebody who, thinks that they know what we're saying, but it's not what we're saying. So just be mindful of this. And this is for everybody. Everybody's a bit anxious around their words on this day. Also on the 19th of December, we have Venus going into retrograde until the 1st of January. This retrograde can bring challenges when it comes to love, and because it is aligned with Pluto, it makes it a bit more challenging. Other Venus retrogrades can be a bit calm. We can maybe not even know that they're happening, but this one we will be aware of. Just being aware to make time for our hearts, make time for our emotions, make time for our own energy and ourselves, because if we're not plugged into us and who we are, there is no way that we can be plugged in to those who need us and to the love and the relationships that we need to put our time into. On the 19th of December, we also have the Sun sextile Jupiter. Now, this is going to be a powerful energy because we are going to see that it brings good luck to us, and it really has us in the right place at the right time. It brings us enthusiasm and self-confidence, which is nice after we have, Mercury squared Chiron and Venus going into retrograde. It makes us doubt ourselves. This is saying, no, look at yourself, look at what you believe in, move forward in that passion. On the 20th of December, we have Mercury semi-sextile Saturn. Now, this alignment is great. It's great for getting things done. We are focused. We are able to see the bigger picture. We are organized. We are extremely motivated, and we are just doers on this day. We can have a tendency to obsess over things, to really look at the finer details and let that be all that we see, or think that it just has to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, then it can't go forward. We're going to have to calm down just a little bit. This energy can make us a little bit too intense. On the 20th of December, Mercury is also trine Uranus. Now, this is an amazing alignment. It brings us brilliance and creativity. We are able to see what we need. We are able to express ourselves well. We are also able to see and almost sense the future. So our psychic abilities, our intuition is really growing during this time. Do not be afraid of all the information that's coming our way. Stay calm, stay focused, and we will be unstoppable. Embracing the power of us here and embracing that psychic development, that intuition, is really going to be a powerful thing. On the 21st of December, we have the winter solstice, which is the last day of Sagittarius moving in. The zodiac now moves into Capricorn, so we're going to have a little bit more of grounding energy here, and there will be a separate video done on this. On the 23rd of December, we have the North Lunar Node leaving Gemini and entering into Taurus. Remember, the North Lunar Node is known as the head of the dragon, so the Gemini energy, all about words, all about gathering up knowledge, asking questions. And now we're going to see with it moving into Taurus energy, it's about, okay, what do I do with this? How do I express this? How do I plant these seeds, move these things forward? How do I, get the answers that I am seeking? On the 24th of December, we have Saturn squared Uranus. Now, this is Christmas Eve for all of those who celebrate. This alignment makes us strong, it makes us independent, it makes us self-aware, and it makes us progressive. This is also going to bring an inner tension, which is actually really good. It brings us creativity, it brings us spontaneity, and just kind of like pushing boundaries here, exploring, discovering. We are also going to have a strong sense of responsibility and really appreciate stability, structure, and tradition, which is great for Christmas Eve. We're going to find ourselves really embracing the traditions of the day and also creating some new ones of our own. On the 25th of December is Venus conjunct Pluto. For all who celebrate, it is Christmas Day. This is a time of love, and we just need to have love around us. Love is astoundingly important. We need to love ourselves. We need to be kind to ourselves, love and be kind to those around us. If we don't have this love within our lives, we're going to need to step back and we're really going to need to connect with our hearts and say, I need this here. I need to bring this love forward. This is also on the 25th, there we go, of December, Mars conjunct Chiron, which makes us aggressively kind, which is a weird thing. So we all love on Christmas Day, but it's also going to be a time where we can find ourselves arguing with like who's going to set the table, or when we're going to do certain things. So just be mindful about this. We could be aggressively helpful, and we all need to just kind of dial it down a little bit. On the 26th of December, we have Mercury sextile Neptune. Now, this is important because Pisces, we are ruled by Neptune, and this alignment makes us extremely sensitive to the world around us and can bring our psychic powers forward. It's also a time that we need to be kind to ourselves and listen to our instincts. We're going to just be knowing a lot of things, sensing a lot of things, seeing a lot of things in this last half of December. There's an awakening that's really coming, which is really nice for the beginning of 2022, for the new year that's coming our way. Now, on the 27th of December, we have Jupiter squared the North Lunar Node. This is known as a philosophical time, meaning that we are looking at things differently. We're seeking, we're questioning, we're evolving, we're breaking out of certain boxes and not liking to be categorized. On the 29th of December, we have a few things happening. We have the Sun conjunct Chiron, which this alignment makes us passionate and intense, but it also brings the healing power and the sensitivity of the wounded warrior Chiron. So this is going to be a time where we're very aware of other people's suffering, other people's hurts, other people's pains. If we are empathic, if we have a caregiving job, if we are a caregiver, this is a time where we really need to be gentle to ourselves and not let ourselves be overpowered by the emotions of everybody else. Also on the 29th of December, we have Mercury conjunct Venus. This is love. This is refinement. This is, honesty. This is a bit of a passive time, but it is also a passionate time for us. We're going to find that if it's not a big deal, we're not going to waste our time about it. Now, we might need to think things through a little bit. We could be like, yeah, sure, do whatever. And then be like, oh, wow, really shouldn't have said that. Or, oh, I do have an opinion on this. So just be aware of that. On the 29th of December, we also have Jupiter entering into Pisces. So we definitely feel this Pisces on this day. Jupiter and Pisces have a lot in common: the spirituality, the growth, the wisdom. So this is going to be a time when the Piscean energy increases. We already have it at our root. We ourselves are Pisces. So we're going to be super Pisces on this day, on the 28th of December. We're going to be more compassionate. We're going to be more self-sacrificing. We're really going to be embracing love and what we desire. We are also going to need to be mindful about the energy we're letting into our lives, because we are going to be feeling things more intensely, and we're going to be finding that our psychic gifts are increasing. Our intuition is increasing. On the 30th of December, Mercury is conjunct Pluto. Now, this alignment is powerful. It's intellectual. It's, intensely curious. We are going to be astoundingly intense during this time and have a unique way of communicating. We're also going to be rather persuasive in what we're saying and practical in what we want. So that's going to be rather nice. Also on the 30th of December, we have Mars sextile Saturn. Now this makes us very driven, very focused. We are cautious and calm on the outside. So it's kind of like a mask time. So everybody's a duck on this day. We are cautious, we are calm on the outside. We're just swimming along, doing our thing, moving away or moving along in our lives. But underneath the surface, oh my gosh, are we paddling like crazy? We are super intense, we are super ambitious, we are working really, really hard, but nobody sees it because, again, we're like a duck. So just be mindful of this and be mindful that everybody's like this on this day. So just be kind to ourselves, look at our goals, align ourselves with our goals, and we will be able to get things done. Also in December, during this time in December, Lilith remains direct and is in Gemini. This means that we can talk our way out of almost any situation. We have a beautiful way with words, but we're also going to smooth things over. We're going to not want to have any, bad things happen. So we're going to sweep certain things under the rug. So just be mindful of that certain things we're going to sweep under the rug that we just shouldn't have. We are also going to have a tendency to bore with things a bit easily, and we're going to love the hunt more than the kill. We're going to love what we are hunting for, what we are searching for, what we are going after more than the acquisition of it. So just be aware of that. The very essence of ourselves comes through at our root. There is a beauty to us, there's an intensity to us, and our angels are really untangling so much mess, so much muck, and so much mire. We're going to see a transformation coming in. We're also going to see the Wheel of Fortune, a new season starting, a new way forward, a new insights, new ideas coming our way. As we're embracing the essence of ourselves, we're looking at our fears, we're looking at the things that have held us back. We're coming together subconsciously and consciously to the place that we really want to be within our lives, and we're starting to see ourselves becoming more confident, more secure, and having a greater understanding. And that really does have a lot to do with new doors opening, new ways opening for us, more clarity coming in. All of a sudden it's like I can see, I can understand, I can move forward, and it's just like a light bulb moment, an aha moment, a sense of revelation comes our way. The Three of Cups, be very mindful. With the Three of Cups, for me personally, the Three of Cups are the people who raise their glass to us, who were supposed to celebrate us but couldn't. This could be caregivers, this could be parents, this could be, lovers, friends, family members. These are people, colleagues that we thought, wow, I could really trust you, and they stab us in the back, and we're like, what the heck, is going on here? The Three of Cups is saying, be very mindful. Be very mindful of the energy that we let in. Be very mindful of playing these scenes over and over again in our minds, thinking, oh my gosh, I should have been able to do something better, or having these words play through our minds because we think, well, it's harsh love. I need this, I need to see things this way. And there's going to be a need here to open ourselves up to the people who really care for us. It's kind of like when you have a child who has one parent who doesn't care and another parent who does care, or a parent who is neglectful or abusive. The people will go after that parent. The child will go after that parent to try and win them over instead of going to the parent that they've already won over. And that's human nature right there. We will go after the people who we are trying to win over. We're trying to get them to see, wow, look, I'm worth it. But you know what? If they don't think we're worth it, that's fine. That's on them. We don't need to carry that as part of our story. We don't need to be judged by these people. And so here, it's looking at the love and the beauty that we have, even if it's just with our angels, even if it's just with the connection with ourself and the earth and what we desire from our lives. And it's saying, you know what? I don't need the rest of it. I just don't need the hurt and the pain. We could also be looking at people who we greatly admire or who we think are very successful and being like, wow, they have nasty things to say about things that I believe in or things that I want to, embrace within my life. And so I guess I can't do it. It's like, no, raise your glass to you and see who stands by your side and raises their glass, who is there, but maybe always in the shadow. So we overlook them. Or we're just so used to them being there that it's like, oh, well, that's no big deal. It is a big deal. The Nine of Cups is wishes coming true, is beauty and passion and love coming forward. The Nine of Cups is is prosperity. It really is. It's like having all of this, and yet we don't see it. We're going to think, oh, well, I just need to work harder. And of course, that was supposed to work out because things are supposed to work out. And when they don't, oh my gosh, will we berate ourselves? But when we have things going well, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. No. Here, Pisces, it's like celebrate you. Celebrate the wishes coming forward. Celebrate the beauty that is around you. Celebrate the insight and the ideas that we have that are opening our minds and our eyes and really guiding us forward in a way that has us listening and seeing the world unlike anybody else. The Nine of Cups is astounding. Let us be astounding. It moves us to the Chariot. It moves us to Memanon, the god of the sea, honing the waves, and making them into horses, which always makes me think of The Last Unicorn, which is one of my favorite books and movies. But here, there is just a sense of the tides guiding forward. Now, in The Last Unicorn, the unicorns are hiding in the waves. So there's magic in the waters. And that's really what we're seeing here also. There's magic in the waters as we embrace our emotions, as we embrace our love, as we embrace ourselves. There is magic here to be found. And it's not necessarily maybe the magic that we think of, but it's the magic that guides our hearts forward. It's the magic of simply being alive, of the birds singing in the morning, of plants growing, of snow covering the ground, of winds that shake the trees. It's magic. It's beauty. It's the northern lights in the sky. It's just what takes our breath away. It's the stars and the moon. And it brings us to the Ace of Pentacles. It brings us to prosperity and abundance and a new chapter starting, a new way forward. And it's God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us this gift and saying there's more here than meets the eye. Are you brave enough to take it? Are you brave enough to move forward in this abundance, in this prosperity, in this bounty? It brings us to the Eight of Wands. It brings us to change happening quickly. It's like nothing, and then all at once, everything is moving forward. And that's how we can feel during this time. It's like, wow, things are moving. I can feel this movement within me. I can feel the way that I need to embrace and begin and go after. It's time to say, I'm going with this. And it brings us to the Emperor. It brings us to claiming the throne. It brings us to embracing our voice. It brings us to determination and insight and passion and ideas and breaking down barriers. It brings us to a place where it says, I am the ruler. I am the success. And I get to have this power. Period. End of discussion. And so I get to embrace the power that is me in the public arena. And I get to be swept up in that power. Not in an arrogant way, but in a way that says, this is my calling. And our calling doesn't have to be something tremendous, it doesn't have to be something that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, or anything like that. It can be something small. It can be baking with our kids or our grandkids. It can be, taking walks with our dogs or just going for walks by ourselves and watching the birds. It doesn't have to be something that is so astounding that people will be like, oh, wow, well, of course, you're, what is it, Elon Musk. Like, of course you're successful. But you get to be you. You get to be Pisces. And enjoy your life. And embrace your soul. And be that emperor. Embrace that power. Lead the way. Because somebody has to. And we don't need to follow anybody into the dream of our lives and into the passion of ourselves. All right. Oh, Pisces, let's look at the subconscious message here. We have the energy to be mindful of, which is Leo energy. We have to be mindful of strength being brute force strength. It's like if I push it, it will happen. If I just push and push and push, I will get to where I need to be. The strength here is going to be a calmer, gentler strength. It's the strength of the heart. So we can be very impressed by people who are strong, who are tenacious, who are, fighters and warriors with ways of saying you will. And what we're going to see here is that we also need the kindness of the heart, and just bulldozing things isn't going to work during this time. It moves us to our subconscious chakra energy, which is flexibility, which is the sacral chakra. We need to be flexible within our healing energy, within the love that we have for ourselves, within the creativity and sensuality of our being, but also flexible within the healing from this life, from the trauma drama of this life and past lives. So much we're carrying forward and so much we are releasing at this time. It moves us to our subconscious rooted energy, which is the sun. The sun, the radiance, the brilliance, as our angels untangle, as so much chaos is being untangled. And we are seeing so much more power and so much more prosperity to guide us forward. It brings us to our subconscious, inner self. And that is judgment. We're rising from the ashes. We are rising out of the box or the darkness or the place that we thought we were supposed to be. And now we are becoming exactly who we need to be. We are embracing fire and determination and focus and insight. And it brings us to our subconscious emotional self. And that is the Six of Wands. That is celebration and success. That is a sense of honoring our journey and ourself and our being and saying, I am worth it. I am powerful. I am everything I need. And it brings us to our subconscious public arena self. And that's the Two of Swords. New paths are opening. Ways are moving us forward that we hadn't seen. We thought it had to be like this. And Spirit's saying, why? Why not think outside of the box? The box crushes us. Let us fly. Let us see things in a different way. Let us embrace our talents and our skills and ourselves in a way that, is extraordinary, in a way that people laugh and say, oh yeah, like you can make a living doing that. Or, oh yeah, that's what success looks like, please. And let us say, yes, it is, because this is me. And this is the success of my heart and my soul and myself. I dare to believe. And I dare to believe in me and my connection with divinity and my connection with this world. All right. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces.